So, I was watching a video of an interview. I don't remember what the network was. Of a bunch of trans kids, transgender children, kids that are trans. And one moment that struck me, brought me to tears, you could say even, is a moment where this 10-year-old trans girl was asked by the interviewer, what are you most afraid of when it comes to the re-election, the uproar that Trump has caused due to his re-election, right? And this 10-year-old says, I'm afraid that I will get killed. I'm afraid that one day I will be shot on the street during the day. And obviously, her mother, because this is an interview with trans children and their parents, right? Her mother's sitting behind her, and her mother starts crying. And her mother elaborates a bit on, the answers of these questions by saying, when basically recounting the tale of how when Trump got elected and, they were watching the news and they saw this, the kid, apparently, the girl asked, Mommy, am I going to get taken away? And it just, that specific sentence rings in my head. Because as a child, I feel like I have never had to ask that to my parents. Any of those questions. I was not thinking about getting killed at the age of 10 when I was a kid. Granted, I only came out as trans during my adolescence. Granted, when I was 10, I do remember there not being as many debates when it came to the topic of trans people. There just wasn't. I've heard a lot of stories of elderly trans women who pre-pandemic did not have to worry as much about their safety when it comes to being clocked and not being passing, because they'd be wearing makeup and wigs and dresses and other stereotypically feminine things, and they would not get as questioned as they do now. They would not get as clocked as often as they do now. But due to this fear-mongering culture, this vigilantism against trans people, has made it so that passing becomes quite a bit more difficult, because it almost seems like there's insane transphobic people, always on edge, kind of hyperanalyzing. We all know the beautiful culture, online culture, of these psychotic transvestigators, transvestigating celebrities, claiming that everyone in Hollywood is trans. But anyways, that is a very small subset of psychotic people. But in the meantime, most transphobes are now much more on edge when it comes to trans people. And it's crazy. And it's genuinely insane to me. Because you think about it, back when I was 10, which was 2014, 2015, 2014 mostly, if it was the topic of, let's say, interracial marriage, or gay marriage, or transgenderism, people's mentality was a much more of, you do you, it's 2014, it's 2014. Gay people getting married? Of course, it's 2014. You can kind of tell that is a canary in a coal mine. The whole, it's 2014, it's 2015, it's 2016, oh, it's 2017, of course it's fine, because we are progressing, it is the future, 2014, it's the future, right? That's kind of like a canary in a coal mine, because nobody says that nowadays. Nobody's saying, oh, of course gay people can get married. It's 2025. No one's saying that. No one said that last year. No one said that the year before. We haven't said that. We haven't used that sentence in a very long time. And that is indicative to me of the fact that we have now recognized as a society that we are no longer progressing. We have been in stagnancy for quite a while. And that's fucking insane to me. I swear to God, this is parasitical. This is crazy. That a 10-year-old is saying, I'm afraid of getting killed. And there's people on the other side, let's say, of this political, spectrum that are saying, that's not fucking happening, stop being dramatic. Meanwhile, they are the same ones that are killing us. They're the same ones ignoring the stories of that 14-year-old last year that got killed at school by 3 girls due to the fact that they were non-binary. And it was very obviously because they were non-binary. You think about it. I really do think about it. I think about it all the time. Because at this point, there's evidence from medical institutions. There's a bunch of information out there about all kinds of things. Historically speaking, we've existed forever. Historically speaking, we have been here. We have been here. They don't give a fuck because for sake of opinion. No. It's not your opinion. You're a lazy piece of shit. You're a loser. You're a fucking loser. To be giving a shit about what I do with my life and then being a pussy about it, not wanting to seek responsibility for the fact that you're just lazy, too lazy to find out about other people's lives. You have a morbid lack of curiosity. And you have the fucking audacity to tell me, it's just my opinion, you have to respect me. No! That's not how it works in the real world. If you do some stupid shit, if you say some stupid shit, you will be called stupid. And that is exactly what I'm going to start doing. And that's what I've been doing for a while now. Because it is genuinely brain rot. There's so much evidence to support the fact that we are perfectly okay. We are perfectly fine in society. We are not predatorial. We hinder no, form of studies or whatever the fuck. There's nothing going on that we are hindering. And you guys choose. You choose to be this miserable? You don't give a fuck about my life. You really don't give a shit about my life. You're just so fucking sad in yourself. You just hate yourself so much that you want to put it all out on other people instead of really feeling your emotions, you escapist fuck. That's exactly what it is. Because how the fuck is a 10-year-old, how have we gotten to the point where any kid, whether it be this 10-year-old trans girl afraid of getting killed, to, any other kid in the world, in any fucking, genocide going on right now, worrying about death, isn't that just crazy to you? Do you feel nothing? Let me tell you something. Every day I get up, I go to work, I have hobbies, at the end of the month, pay my rent and taxes and shit like that. I walk down to the train station, I pay for my Metro Pass. If my mom calls me, I answer, and last of all, I open up my notes app and I write down my grocery list. All of this to say I am a human exactly like you, doing shit like you. I have ideas, I have ambitions, and I have a life to live. I have creative projects that I want to do. I want to make art, and I want that 10-year-old to make art. Do you understand this? And I hope you realize how stupid you are for believing all of this propaganda. Holy shit! And then it's like, oh, my choice is I choose to believe. Then if it's your choice, then you don't have to transition. But it's between me and my doctor know what's best for me. I know what's best for me. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. And who the fuck are you? Like, how fucking selfish do you have to be to think I know you better than you know yourself? I know more about medicine than you know about yourself. I know more about history than you know. What the fuck? Be so serious. You don't know shit, you egotistical fuck. Crazy. And that's the thing about that. You could tell me I'm not gonna be a real man, but I know for a fact I'm more of a man than you. Always will be. Shit. Got mad for a second. I will be watching a Smosh video, as I have seen that Smosh has just released a video.